host, Jerry Gietka, top of the morning show, and we're going to be talking today to a young couple with a dream. The dream of starting a new theater company in Baltimore, a little bit different because they want to do musicals. Don't miss it, we'll be right back.
I'm nuts about downtown Baltimore's West Side. Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm proud to say that Baltimore has always been my home. It's the inspiration behind all my films, including Hairspray, Crybaby, Serial Mom, and A Dirty Shame. Let me tell you, there are not a more eccentric, monumental, eclectic, intriguing, and character-filled 28 blocks anywhere in the world, and I'm here to prove it to you. This is where Babe Ruth was born. They tell me he's the best baseball player ever. Not that I'd know. I'm more into theater. Like nearby Arena Players, the nation's longest continuously running African-American community theater. I'm also a big fan of century-old Antique Row, where New York dealers come to buy and later mark up their purchases sky high for their Manhattan buyers. On that same block sits the U.B. Blake National Jazz Institute, housing memorabilia from Baltimore jazz greats like Billie Holiday and, of course, U.B. himself. The West Side is also where the Maryland Historical Society calls home, with its many Baltimore artifacts, including the original manuscript of the Star-Spangled Banner and Nipper, the RCA dog. Now, the thing that defines Baltimore for many people around the world is right here also, our sports franchises, the Orioles and the Ravens, two birds that nest in the West. The Walters Art Museum is also known internationally, featuring an interactive experience exploring 55. And as for P.T. Barnum, he, along with the likes of Cab Calloway, Chick Webb, Milton Berle, and a young, debuting Frank Sinatra, all performed at the world-famous Hippodrome Theater, one of the true cornerstones of the West Side. I saw Cleopatra there, and even shot parts of Cecil B. Demented outside before they fixed it up. The real story today, however, is how all that energy is coming back to the West Side, bigger, smarter, more fragrant, and more exciting than ever before. Major traveling Broadway shows like Phantom of the Opera and Disney's The Lion King, as well as events such as Russell Simmons' Deaf Poetry Jam and local community events now perform in Baltimore for the first time thanks to the Hippodrome Theater at the Franz Marek Performing Arts Center. Infectious, fashionable, full of vim and Baltimore vigor, I walk the West Side streets these days in amazement at what it's become. I'm nuts about downtown Baltimore's West Side. You will be, too.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jerry Gietka, your host for the Top of the Morning Show, and I'm here today with David Jennings and Jamie Ecker, and they want to start a new theater company in the Baltimore area. David, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, we're called Epic Productions Incorporated. We're a new theater company, nonprofit, and we're setting up for Baltimore area. Our mission is to produce invigorating and progressive musical theater for Baltimore, both classics and contemporary musicals.
Invigorating, what does that mean?
Exciting.
Okay, so David, you're the face of this organization. I think Jamie should be the face, actually. She's a whole lot better looking than you are.
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
So Jamie, you do all the work, is that the way he's got it planned?
Pretty much.
Okay.
No, I'm the secretary on the board, but we both have been working in the theater for over 20 years, 10 years. I've been here in Maryland for 10 years professionally. So just experience, we're bringing experience, our own experiences. And
where in Baltimore have you worked? Where would people have seen you?
Oh, I have worked at Signature Theater, at the Kennedy Center, mostly in Maryland, Virginia area.
And the D.C. side?
Yes.
And you also did Wild Party up here in Baltimore.
I did with Gietka 101.
On stage?
On stage.
On stage.
That's the name of the show for those.
Yes, the Wild Party, yep.
Yep,
I
and
did
you're
with
listening.
All right, now I have to ask, why musicals?
Oh, it's what I've always done. It's what I've always loved to do, ever since high school, back in, I graduated.
So your
in
baby
99.
shoes have taps on them? Is that-
Absolutely. They do have taps on them, actually. No, it's what we've always done. It's what we know very well, and it's what we want to bring to Baltimore. I mean, I've been doing it since high school. I graduated in '99, and ever since then, it's just been musical after musical, and it's taken me great places, too. You know, I worked with the greatest boss I've ever had, Mickey Mouse, down in Disney Cruise Line. It's taken me across the country with the productions of Oklahoma and Copacabana. It's just, musicals are what we do.
And now you're back home.
Yes, we are.
And
Always
I assume-
coming back.
I assume you met Jamie through one of these productions?
I did. I met her through Aida in Baltimore at the Best Western.
Now, do you agree with that, just to be sure?
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
It's not always the case.
Is that what we meant?
You've been doing a lot of musicals when you compare it to what show were we doing when we met, or
yeah.
you know.
And now you are a couple
Yes, we are. Yes, engaged to be married next year.
next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why Baltimore?
Baltimore.
For musicals, that is.
Well, it's where we live. It's what we do, and there are some fantastic theaters in this area. No argument about that. But at the same time, Baltimore does feel maybe a little underserved. There's more opportunity. There's more growth on the way, and we feel that Baltimore would appreciate what we do.
Well, we're certainly well served at the high end with the Hippodrome.
That's
and
true.
some of the equity stages, but
That's true.
really the Hippodrome and the Lyric are the only places where the musicals are done.
Mm-hmm.
And they're certainly very expensive, I would say.
That's true, and actually that's part of our plan is to make musical theater
Let's
more
talk about that a
accessible.
little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make it more accessible to folks all over Baltimore. There's 834,000 people in Baltimore County alone that would.
And another 500 in Baltimore City.
Exactly. So that's a ton of people. That's a lot of people.
500,000, not 500 people.
Right. Yeah, 500 people. But we want to make this musical theater accessible to everyone, and it'll show in our pricing and our locations, and we just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to enjoy all the fun that we've been enjoying for so many years.
Right, he's the emotional, enthusiastic part of this. Are you the
Yes,
business side?
I am the business side. And of course, we want to bring education to Baltimore County as well, Baltimore in general.
County and city.
County and city,
And
yes.
Anne Arundel County, because we have audience in Anne Arundel.
Very correct, yeah.
Come on over.
We want to implement a lot of children's programs during the summer, for summer camps, and just teach them how acting works, how musical theater works, how to express yourself, with
There's a lot
different kinds of
benefit to be
theater.
had. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. And we just chat as if we were.
All right, I cut.
Everybody, I'm your host, Jerry Gietka, top of the morning show. And I'm here with David Jennings and Jamie Eckert, a young couple who want to start a theater company. Where's your idea for space at this point in time?
Well, we've been doing a lot of looking around. There's a lot of space up on the top of 695. There's in Baltimore County. There's a place for theater there. All right, so we've been actually looking all over the place. We did have a plan to look across the top of 695. There's a lot of theater goers there, and it's a nice space for a theater. In the beginning, however, we're basically looking for spaces where we can put up a production and get our get a following started. We're looking at a potential opportunity in February of next year. We're in negotiations for actually the show and the space, so I can't really give you any more information about that. But we have also secured rights for production of Damn Yankees in the next year. We're looking, we have a place that we've discussed a possibility of working with. Again, we don't have the definite on that either, so before, I can't say anything until we have a contract in hand. But that's two places.
I'm sorry, Damn Yankees wouldn't work, because if you're young Joe and I'm old Joe, you're way too tall. But
that's the magic of theater.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
That's the magic of theater. Can you run?
No.
Oh, okay, the transformation's not going to work either.
Now, you talked Baltimore County. Have you considered Anne Arundel County, the lower portion of 695?
You know,
There might be somebody out there in our audience who knows of a space that could contact you, and we'll put your contact information on the screen so it runs, so they'll be able to find you.
Call us.
There's an Anne Arundel County that's just aching to partner with somebody who
That's true.
wants to get into musicals.
And we are absolutely open to looking at spaces in Anne Arundel County. Call me.
Call you. All right, now we've talked about the place, we've talked about what your ideas are to this point in time.
Yeah.
How are you going to do all this? How are you going to pay for this?
Well, we actually have a GoFundMe going on right now. We've actually raised a little over $2,000. So we're on a good start to go. It's a
2,000 out of 5 million? Or
Yes.
5 million would be fantastic. We'll give you the whole facility. It'll be fantastic.
The little engine that could, though. You know, we're starting off at a good pace right now. It's at GoFundMe.com/Epic Productions, and then we also have our website where you could contact. You could contact us. You can see what's going on. We can get a newsletter out to you, and that's at epicproductionsinc.org.
That's us.
Yeah.
epicproductionsinc.org. Now, you're talking about, you've told us where the website is, and how much are you hoping to raise for your initial project?
Our initial is $50,000. That would allow us to put on a couple shows, to pay our actors, and to get the word out about Epic Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for the actors out there, that's another unique piece of this project. I know for a fact that not many of the actors in the Baltimore area, other than at the equity stages, get paid anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about that. Why is that so important to you?
Well, it's. I've always worked where I was paid for the most part after high school, and you know, actors have living expenses too. You know, it is what we do. It's our profession. I've always been paid for what I did even after high school, and it's just right. I mean, you're providing your art, and you deserve something for it. You know, we all have expenses.
Do you want to add something to that, Jamie, or you'd be happy to get paid as well? But I do know and would guess that both of you have performed in a community theater for no pay, I'm sure.
I have done that before. That was.
Why do you think this will sell more in the Baltimore area than the current model, which is no pay?
Because I think people like to be able to pay their bills.
For the actors, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, the actors have expenses. They have their own websites. They have headshots and resumes. They have lots of expenses. And
okay, and let's talk about quality of productions.
Mm-hmm.
In the Baltimore area, there's quite a good level of quality amongst the actors. But again, there aren't that many musicals being done in this area.
it's true.
You would have to provide a higher quality of production than what they currently see if you hope to raise enough money to be able to pay the actors as well. Have you thought about that? The competition?
We there is some really great competition out there.
So how can people get involved? I'm sure you're looking for more than just the actors. I mean, there's the tech side, there's the fundraising side, there's the people taking tickets.
That is true. We actually have a lot of ways you can get a hold of us. You can come through to us through our website. We also have a Facebook. It's facebook.com/epicproductionsbaltimore. We're very accessible, and everyone is welcome to approach us about getting involved. It's something we're very passionate about, and we'd love to have like-minded people.
All right. Jamie, Epic Productions. Why not David and Jamie's Dream or something like that? Why Epic Productions? Where'd that come from?
We both like that word.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
For what? Been working shoes and car. I'm hunching that same car. 8 hours busting my butt. Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling that time's just holding me down. I hate this feeling, time's just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling, or else I'll tear up this town. Tonight I gotta cut loose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose.
Ren, I heard you live in Chicago.
Friends live in Chicago? Live in Chicago?
That's right, I'm leaving you clowns for wide open spaces.
What it means is known as some small hit town no one's ever heard of.
People have heard of it.
Oh yeah, then what's the name of it?
You can find it on any map.
What's the name of it?
Folks are flocking there from all over.
What's the name of it?
Beaumont.
Beaumont? Where the devil is Beaumont?
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Jerry Gietka, top of the morning show. And I'm here with David Jennings and Jamie Eckert. All right, you've talked about putting on musicals. You've talked in general about them. You said you might have the rights to one, but if you had the money, the place, the talent, the musicians, what's your ideal musical to put on?
There's so many to choose from. I mean, we want to put seasons and seasons and seasons of them together. But we actually had come up with a list of shows that we'd like to do in the first season or two. I'm very passionate about Damn Yankees because I think it's going to be just a spectacular production. But we also consider Hairspray and Pippin and Jekyll and Hyde and Bat Boy the musical, White Christmas. There's just so many great musicals out
Now,
there.
the last time I talked to you, you were talking about a smaller scale musical.
Yes, we
Which is
do want to
called?
do. We want to do some smaller scale musicals, but however, I don't have the rights, so I'm not sure if I can say it yet.
Well, but people are familiar with the show.
Okay.
I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change.
There it is. I didn't say it, so I guess we're okay.
There's not many people. Not many people relate to a musical comedy of sorts.
We're working on doing that in February around Valentine's Day. It's the perfect time to do that show. It's about love and relationships and the calamity, and it's
All
going
right,
to be
is
fun.
that one you've already done?
No, we have not.
we haven't
Let's talk a
mentioned
little
it.
bit about something that you have done. The last time I saw you on stage, and you still haven't shaved, you were doing Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah, I kind of fell in love with the goatee, so I'm keeping it for now.
I love to keep it,
Yeah, I was the Pirate King in Pirates of Penzance. You might have also seen me as Sir Lancelot in Spamalot at Toby's. Just one of the best experiences I've had there in a while. It's so much fun.
How about you, Jamie? What are your past roles, some of your favorites?
Well, I actually just got done a couple weeks ago doing Elmer Gantry at Signature Theater. I've also done a lot at Signature Theater, Xanadu, Hairspray, Chess, which was one of my favorites.
Xanadu. Do they actually roller skate on stage?
We actually did roller skate on stage, and it was a thrust stage, so
Right.
we were
So you're
actually
afraid to
right
roll
next
off
to
the
it.
end? Right.
Oh, we were. It might have happened once or twice, but we were right next to you roller skating, and yeah.
Is that something you had to know ahead of time, or did they teach you? Did you practice?
We actually had skate camp, and they would put rails on the floor so that we wouldn't accidentally fall off the stage. And we had skate camp every single morning before rehearsal, and we did go to a roller skate rink once or twice.
Now, did they put pillows or balloons off the stage in case you did?
We
fall
had
off?
mattresses for Tech Week.
I
On
wondered
Tech Week,
about
we
that.
had mattresses.
And,
Yeah.
once production started, they took away the mattresses, and all you had was audience?
Yeah, it was a little.
Hey, that's still padding. That's still padding.
We're having a lot of fun talking about some of these types of things. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've been sitting here for the last few minutes, having a good time talking to David Jennings and Jamie Ecker about epicproductionsinc.org. Did I get that right?
That's us.
That's unusual. I don't usually get things right the first time. Anyway, this is our last few minutes, so is there something we haven't talked about that you'd like the studio audience and the audience out there in the netherworld to know? Netherworld. It's a new musical I'm working on, so.
I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to show you what we have in store and our exciting plans for the future. We definitely appreciate any support that you're able to provide through our website, epicproductionsinc.org, or through gofundme.com/epicproductions. We are so excited. We can't wait to share all of our art and our projects with you. I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Do you let him talk this way all the time?
All the time.
All the time.
And sometimes
And more on a personal note, I think that, we've been in theater for a very long time, and it's been our dream to kind of give back, give back to children, give back to our peers, and we're really excited to come to Baltimore.
All right, so everybody out there, be on the lookout for epicproductions.inc, David Jennings and Jamie Ecker, soon to be the Entrepreneurs of the Year in the Baltimore Magazine.
We'll take it.
Maybe, we'll see. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. That was pretty good. We'll talk a little bit about it as if we were...